Yo, what's get up? This is Max Berger, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can create addictive content that literally makes the viewer glued to the screen, consuming your content over and over and over again on a very, very long-term basis. Now, this stuff is applicable for Facebook ads, YouTube videos, Facebook posts, Instagram stories, Instagram posts, whatever it is. Very universally applicable. In fact, what you'll get in this video is the following. Number one, how you can make the viewer feel valued and understood. Number two, the exact amount of quality that you got to put into your posts so anybody can resonate with that. Number three, how to build deep and long-lasting connection with anybody that is consuming your posts. Number four, I'm going to be showing you literally science-based stuff that makes anybody glued to the screen and consuming your content very happily. And last but not least, I'm going to be talking about responsibility. The responsibility that you need to come up with when you're posting this really high quality addictive content. So you're actually drawing away attention from all the idiots and schmuck and scam content that is out there and draw it towards your hopefully quality content.
Have you ever wondered whether there's more to life than a boring dead-end 9-to-5 job? Have you ever dreamed about breaking free, traveling the world, making good money, and just enjoying life? My name is Max Berger, and I've attained that freedom. No more office dress code, no morning commute, no boss. This channel is for you, so here's to your freedom.
That being said, very excited about that. If this is one of your first videos watching this content, please do consider hitting that subscribe button right underneath this video. Next to that is a little bell symbol. You click that as well. That way you always get notified every time I'm dropping new, hopefully very valuable content. Let's crack right into it. And I want to start off right away with a very hard pill to swallow, and that is, it's not about you, it's about them, okay? I'm sorry, it doesn't matter how smart you are, it doesn't matter how convinced you are that you can help other people. People don't care about you. All they care about is them, okay? We're by nature narcissists. So if you can't create content that makes the viewer understand that there's something in it for them, they won't click on it. And if they do click on it, they won't watch for very long, okay? What you gotta understand is that people don't sit down consciously to consume your content. Nobody picks out their phone to say, I'm gonna watch the new Max Berger video now. Nobody's gonna do that. People mindlessly scroll through their phones, through their Facebook feeds, on their computer, and whatever just kind of catches their eye is the thing that they're gonna click on. And it's hard to kind of resonate with that as a creator because you and I, when we create something, we sit down, we edit our videos. I mean, nowadays I don't edit my videos myself anymore, but you write the video, you edit the video, and you're like actively sitting down, right, to create it. And then kind of you have it in your mind to like, well, I'm sitting down to create it, so people are going to sit down to watch it. But that's not true. Look at people during the day. Look at the average person. They're commuting and they're scrolling through their phone, watching a little bit of YouTube. Look at what haze mode they're in when you see them walking down the street. People are not active in their thinking anymore. People are bombarded with stuff 24/7 and they're just in this haze mode. Okay, write that word down. Haze mode. It isn't your responsibility as a content creator, whether you're a model, a fitness influencer, or a business person. You need to understand people are in a haze mode and you need to shake them, wake them up, and get them to consume your content. Okay, we'll talk more about the manipulation aspect of that later and the ethical implications of that, but you got to realize that the average person is literally sitting on the toilet, being bored and being in haze mode, mindlessly scrolling. They're commuting, sitting on the metro, listening to music in one ear, listening to a friend in the other ear, thinking about work in one side of their brain, and just kind of half-assedly scrolling through your content. You gotta understand it. So it isn't your responsibility to make your content compelling. Okay? This starts before they actually click on your content, which means if it's a YouTube video, you need to make sure that you have a nice clickbaity title. Okay? Yes, clickbaity enough for people to click on it. You don't need to lie in it. Okay? Don't do that because it will break trust, but have a clickbaity title. Okay? Why do I get away with clickbaity titles? I mean, look at my YouTube channel. It's all clickbaity titles. Why do I get away with it? Because I match the expectations. Because I back it up with high quality content. What else? a high quality thumbnail, a thumbnail that has flashy writing on it, maybe something like a crazy facial expression of yours, maybe the Rolex, bling bling, something like that, makes people click on it, whichever fits into your niche. You got to be aware of that. And on top of that, the first couple minutes, the first paragraph, the first sentence of your post, of your video need to be compelling as well, and it needs to speak to the viewer. What is in it for them, okay? What did I do in the beginning of this video? I said, I'm gonna tell you how to do this and this and this. In fact, what's in it for you in this video is this and this and this and this. Taking that into the context of an Instagram post, for example, the first line that people will see while mindlessly and numb haze mode scrolling through their phones, the first line gotta be compelling enough. It's gotta evoke an emotion in them. It's gotta evoke the idea of like, hey, if I read this, I'm gonna get some value out of that, okay? So again, people are in haze mode, and it is in your responsibility to create this content. Nobody cares who you are. Okay, I see so many people posting on Instagram, influencers, even YouTube people who are like, hi, my name is, I am this, I am that, I am the coach, the trainer. Nobody cares. People care about themselves. Which brings me to the next point before I jump into a meeting with my team here, and that is, what is the quality of the stuff that I should post? Should I post it on super high professional stuff, or should I literally shoot it on a potato? Don't know, we'll figure it out now. There's a lot of misconceptions when it comes to the quality of the content, okay? People see videos like this, they're nicely edited, right? I have a professional camera team, and they think like, I don't have cinematographers working for me, I don't have the latest red camera. You don't need any of that. You need a base level of quality. That is it, okay? So what you need is, number one, proper lighting, okay? Don't shoot in half-dark situations where it gets all grainy. Make sure you have a little bit of natural light maybe coming in. Anything like that is usually enough. And also sound. Don't underestimate the sound. The sound needs to be easily understandable by the viewer, okay? The moment someone has to put in effort to understand you, they won't. Very, very simple. No matter how much authority you have, people hate listening to bad sound, okay? Other than that, authenticity trumps professionalism, okay? People want to be able to resonate with you, and they want to connect with you. So if you have these like highly edited, super uber professional productions, people might not be able to resonate with you as much as if you literally just have good lighting, a nice quiet environment, and you shooting with your iPhone. That is usually already enough. Again, it is mostly about connection and your viewers being able to resonate with you. Now, that word connection came up twice already, so let's dive deeper on that, how to create a really, really good and long-lasting relationship with your viewers via connecting with them. I think for that, we'll head outside into the cold and see what's going on there. So when it comes to connection, I want to give you exactly 3 tips that will do most of the work for you. Number 1, cut out the you guys. You hear all the YouTubers, all the influencers say you guys, you guys, you guys. But if you want to build compelling content, stop saying you guys and say you. Because the viewer is alone. The viewer is just watching there. So when you say you guys, what does the viewer do? He automatically links out. You guys, the person in the video is talking to a group. I'm not part of that group. I'm sitting in the bathroom here, not doing anything. I'm not implied. So stop saying you guys and only say you. The second point is eye contact. Why eye contact? You're talking to a camera, right? Am I really? Or am I looking into your eyes right now? What most people do is, for example, when they're filming in their phone, they look at themselves on the screen. Or if that's a camera, they flip the screen and they look above. Do you see that? Does it look like I'm connecting to you right now because I'm looking at the screen above the camera? No. Right now I'm connecting with you. So imagine there's literally an eye right behind the lens. You're looking right into the sensor of that. And whenever you're talking to the camera, talk into that eye. And the last point is, you can talk about yourself. It's fine because people need to get to know you as a speaker too, as a brand, as a content creator. But whenever you talk about yourself, revert it back to who? Them. Because nobody cares about you.
all that people want is talking about them. So you can talk about your story, I used to be fat and lazy, and now I feel much better and healthier. Imagine how you could feel if you're healthy when you get up and you feel your six-pack on you, right? That's just a fitness example, but you get it. When you talk about you, revert it back to them. So these are 3 things that you can adhere to in order to build great connection with your content. Okay, so now we've talked about how to make the content consumer feel important. We've talked about what type of quality posts you should use. We've also talked about how to build connection with them. Now it's time to talk about how to make them literally glued to your post, how to watch, read, and engage with your posts over and over again. And the answer for that is one word: dopamine. Okay? Dopamine is a hormone that makes us feel very, very good. It gets released on a couple of occasions, and one of those occasions is novelty. Whenever we experience novelty on the screen in a post, a tiny little bit of spike of dopamine hits us, right? And we feel good. So remember again, dopamine equals make us feel good equals novelty. Every time we see novelty, we feel good. Why do you think have Instagram stories been so extremely successful? Well, because Instagram stories last for 15 seconds maximum. Very short attention span. But we know every 15 seconds a new story will pop up, and thus we get our dopamine spiked, which is why people get so crazily hooked on Instagram stories. Same for the Instagram filters, by the way. The crazy filters with the funny doggy ears and everything. It's always new. You can always use a different filter. It always continuously hits dopamine, which means for you need to be able to spike the viewer's dopamine as well. Okay? How do you do that? Number 1, choose different shots. Why do you think I'm choosing different shots all the time? Why do you think I have 2 angles? Why do you think I'm running around outside? Because it's fun being out in the cold? No, it's because I keep hitting you with novelty, so it's more interesting for you to watch. If I had the same boring shot all the time, if I would speak monotonous like this the whole time without going up and down and creating pauses, you would just simply get bored. And the way not to get you bored is by mixing things up. On top of that, you can use B-roll shots, okay? Overlays in your videos. Ideally overlays that evoke emotions in your viewer, okay? Anything cool, interesting, intriguing, anything that evokes great emotions, and then pop that in as B-roll because it keeps the attention of the viewer on you. On top of that, you can also use captions that appear on the screen for each big point that you're making. That, by the way, also serves the purpose of, what's in it for me? As a client, the viewer always wants to know, well, what's in it for me? It summarizes it. It makes it easier for them to pay attention to you. So again, be aware that we feel good by dopamine. Dopamine gets spiked when we experience novelty. Mix it up. Make your whole viewing experience for your viewer better. That, by the way, also applies for anything that you're writing, okay? Any headline, any caption in a post. You want to mix it up. You want to be out of the ordinary. You want the basic sitting in the toilet, bathroom scroller to be feeling like, oh, wow, this is new. This is something else, okay? So you gotta realize that. It's not about you, it is about them. They need to be glued to the screen via dopamine, and that is your responsibility. Now, I get what you're saying maybe. You're now saying, but this is crazy, Max. This is manipulating. You're basically sharing your secrets of how you reeling in the masses so you can, sell them your programs and you're manipulating them. It's all about ethics, okay? It's about, number 1, understanding your own consumer behavior, because even if you're a content creator, you're still a consumer, kind of seeing what you're dealing with and why you're clicking on certain things, why you're reading certain things. But it's also about understanding these concepts and doing it responsibly, okay? And understanding that some people use it to manipulate people in a bad way. Some people use it to get attention from them and then actually give them good, valuable content. So let's talk a little bit deeper on that. So people think all kinds of bad things when they hear about, clickbait, creating compelling thumbnails, good copywriting, or God beware, a sales script, oh my God, are you tricking people? Are you manipulating them into buying? You evil, evil man. No, it's not about that. Look, the very sad truth is people are going to be reeled in anyway. How many scammy emails have you gotten by the Nigerian prince, right, who needs your money? How many weird clickbaity titles you've clicked on and then been completely disappointed because the video wasn't about that? How many crazy, outrageous article headlines you've seen on so-called magazines that made you click on it and all you've gotten was a bunch of dog?
Nothing that made your life more high quality, nothing that actually taught you something valuable. How many times has this happened to you? So the truth is, people are going to be reeled in either way. And every time, every single person that you can reel into your content away from the dog, every time that happens, you're actually doing something good. And I'm telling that to my business clients all the time. Because I only take business clients that actually provide real value with their products, their programs, whatever it is, to their clients. I'm like, you have the cure to cancer. Okay, not actually, but you have the equivalent of the cure to cancer. It's like your clients are on fire and you have the bucket of water there. Okay? If you have a bucket of water in a town full of burning people, would you not yell around as loudly as possible, I have a bucket of water, I'm here to help you? You would. Right? So the truth is, if you really believe in your content, if you really believe that you can do something good, something tiny little bit good, maybe just make them laugh a little bit, all the way up to maybe even change their lives in a positive way, then you must actually reel your viewers in. You must actually use compelling content, good thumbnails, and some clickbaity titles to quote unquote reel them in. If you can back it up with high quality content, with actually not lying in the clickbaity title, this is important too. If you can actually back up what you're claiming in the title with high quality content, you're good to go. And it's perfectly fine. As long as you're really helping people. If you're on this channel to learn how to scam the next person as much as possible, get rich quick and then run off, then please don't do that, okay? This video is not for you. But I can assume, hopefully, that most of you actually want to create real content. And that is why it is your duty and your obligation to quote unquote reel people in with good sales copy, with good thumbnails, with good dopamine hits. Okay, that being said, that is how you create compelling, interesting, and addictive content to your viewers. Now that being said, I hope you enjoyed the hell out of this video. If you haven't done so yet, follow me on Instagram. Okay, you see the link below, as well as hitting that subscribe button right underneath this video and watch another video. It's good content. Thank you so much for watching, and GG.